What's up, geniuses? Welcome back to For the Record. I'm your host, Markman. Now, fans of this show know that we switch formats from time to time. Some days we have dope artist interviews and we have some ill ones coming up. Other days we have panel discussions, and sometimes, like today, I just have some things on my mind that I want to discuss one-on-one with y'all. Now, this is a question that I think about often. Was hip-hop actually better back in the day? Now, of course, it's all a matter of taste, and your tastes are probably related to your age and the generation you grew up on. See, I grew up in the 90s, so Jay-Z, Nas, Wu-Tang, Biggie, Tupac, Scarface, and Outkast, they'll always be my favorite. To those of you that grew up in the 2000s, y'all got Drake, J. Cole, Cudi, Migos, Kendrick, Nicki Minaj, etc. And they're all great too. Now, more often than not, old heads point to a certain group of current rap stars to start the hip-hop was better back in my day argument. There's the Bluefaces, the Tekashi 6ix9ines, the Navs, the Kodak Blacks, Yachty's, the Pumps and his lookalike Icy Narco, and the Lil Nas X's. And maybe the verdict is still out on some of these guys in terms of impact and career longevity, because not everyone is built to last. But the spaces that they fill aren't anything new. Yes, 90s hip-hop was amazing, and so were the early 2000s, but any fan that tells you our beloved eras didn't have one-hit wonders, copycats, weak lyricists, they're just living in a fantasy land. You don't like the way Blueface rides the beat? Go holler at Sugar Free and E40. If you think Lil Pump and Icy Narco and the rest of the SoundCloud bunch all look and sound the same, you probably would have had the same reaction in the Snap era, or the bald head screaming Onyx era, or the diggity diggity Das Effects era. When the sound becomes hot in hip hop, a lot of artists are gonna hop on that wave. I guarantee it. Lil Nas X is currently sitting on top with his #1 Hot 100 hit, Old Town Road. And maybe you're irked by the cowboy rap shit. But did older fans protest the same when Kool Moe Dee did it back in the 80s? Or in the 90s when Crucial Conflict did it? Or in the 2000s when Nelly joined the rodeo with Tim McGraw? Nah, everything was alright. The sky wasn't falling. Now, maybe Lil Nas X will do it again, or maybe he'll end up a one-hit wonder like Mims, or a weird footnote in hip-hop like Vanilla Ice or Geraldo or something like that. Doesn't mean hip-hop is getting worse. There may be more gimmicky songs now, but that's just because of the fact that there are more songs being released than ever. All right, Spotify CEO Daniel Ek said that recently close to 40,000 new songs are being added to the streaming service daily, and that's a lot. Still, if you're the type of rap fan that loves lyrical, sample-based music with more of a message, then there are plenty of those artists that you should support instead of complaining, all right? You got guys like J.I.D., Reason, YBN Cordae, you got Rhapsody, Beast Coast, Cantrell, Darnell Williams, Win, my man Doman, Oswin Benjamin, Travis Thompson, Aaron May, and the list goes on. So I'm not so worried about the future of hip-hop music. What I am worried about is the business and how it'll affect the culture of hip-hop in the streaming era, though. When clicks become the sole determining factor for an artist's success, there are greater chances that the more casual hip-hop fans who are just looking to be entertained in the moment will elevate some temporary bullshit, while artists who are invested in really adding on to the culture find less spaces to occupy. But that's another topic for another day. Until then, stop the complaining and press play on the artists that you love. Peace.